What's good? What's up, chat? Oi, oi, oi. What's up, chat? Oi, what's up, chat? What's up, boys? What's up? How's our day going? Hi, gay? Okay, bro. Who is. Alright, Rich for tomorrow? Hell yeah, I am. Alright, chat. Like, this is gonna be a really scary stream, boys. This is gonna be a really scary stream, chat. Oh my god, I'm so nervous to play this game. I just seen gameplay of this game, I never played it. Oh shit. Let's go to bed. Or what? What do I do? Oh. I'm getting a little nervous. Tomorrow is another day. What does that mean? Oh shit. Use closed doors, hold shift. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Bro, what? Why am I getting so scared? So the first night of the game is usually not that bad. Great resolution, bro. Oh shoot, wait, the stream. Oh shoot, the stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Alright, chat, is it better? Is it better? Hmm. Alright. Wait, it's not better. What do you guys mean? Bruh. It's still like that for you guys. Oh my god. Bruh. Well, we might have to just play like that. It's still Godzilla. I haven't seen my boy Godzilla in so long. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. When Finance at Freddy's? We're playing Finance at Freddy's right now. Yeah, what does the breathing sound like? It's heavy. I have headphones on. Did I turn my volume? Oh, okay. I'm so nervous. Or oh my god, it's 1 a.m. Wait, can you block the nose? Why is there a dog? The disaster terrace is peak, bro. Thank you, bro. I'm so fucking nervous. Chat, when do they come out? What? Oh my god. Swear I heard breathing. Oh, I heard moving. Yo, is Foxy? Is is Foxy in this night? What time does Foxy come, chat? Oh shit! Check the closet. Yo, if I die, I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah, Chica was here. Her moving. Someone's moving. Oh, okay. The door! I closed the door! I closed the door! What? I closed the door, bro. Bro, the stream audio? They're moving. Someone's moving. Dude, I literally closed the door. I'm replaying stream right now. Okay. And I heard breathing, right? I literally closed the door. Oh my god. I literally closed the door. This game is so bad. Fuck you, Chica. Type E if you hate Chica. Bro, Chica's a bitch. Oh my god, so annoying. Like, was there no breathing? I don't get it. Is it like if you close the door when Chica's not at your door? Is that like a game over or something? Oh my god. Five Nights at Legos? Bro, shut up. Yo, when it's 5 a.m., when it's 5 a.m., I'm just not gonna do anything. $6 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, when it's 5 a.m., should I just, like, not do anything? I heard someone moving. I hear pots and pans. I hear pots and pans. Oh, shoot. So that means Chica's not near. The hell was that? Alright, chat, let's go. Let's. Alright, chat, let's go. Let's go. Let's go here. Hope nothing happens. Oh my god, no way it worked. Alright, chat, let's go. Oh my god. It worked. I don't know how I got Chica, bro. I'm not playing the. Oh. No, he is hiding again. Oh my god, no way it worked. So. Oh shoot. Oh. Sorry, I had to do that. Sorry, I just ate my mic. What's going on? Sorry, Bro! Oh, wait. I got wait. I ain't shot, bro. Like, you not ready for tomorrow, bro? Dude, tomorrow's gonna be the most. It's gonna be a banger stream, bro. 16 more. What is it? 16? Yeah, 18 more hours, Chad. The give tournament starts, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god. Oh, I'm scared for night two. I'm recording it. Oh, that. It's okay if you top it, bro. Why you asking me? It's not my game. Like, you think I care, bro? No, I don't. I don't care. Record everything you want, bro. Chad, Chad, did anyone hear like the breathing for like Chica? Wait, let me put on the desktop volume up to like max, so you guys can like see the. So like if there's breathing or not, you guys can tell me. Is it okay if you talk breathing or not? You guys can tell me. Chad, let's watch a guide video of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 before we do night two. Yeah, let's do Five. It's probably gonna be really silent for me. It's alright, bro. You still got me. We're gonna be shot. So, FNAF 4 AI breakdown.
Hello everybody. This video, like the last 3 videos I've made, please go watch those videos if you haven't seen them. Big number makes me happy. Will be a guide on how FNAF 4 works, along with a guide to the hardest challenge in this game, 420 mode. But before we get into the guide, Past Me has a bit of a story to tell. Alright. Before we play this game, I got a story to tell y'all. This is from way back when this game first came out in 2015. See, I have no hours in this game. This is actually my first time seriously playing FNAF 4, and I'll tell you why. Back in 2015, when I played FNAF 4 for the first time, it was 3 a.m., I think, on the first night. I run up to the left door, and I was there with my friend. We were in this very chair. And I listen up. Volume is cranked to the max. I listen up, and I get jump scared by a Bonnie. I kid you not, this shit scared me so bad. I flew back off my chair. My friend, see that wall back there? That brown wall? He ran and just hit the wall. He actually got scared so bad he ran back and slammed into that wall. It was that serious. So today, I come back to reclaim my honor. We're gonna beat this game, and we're gonna beat this 2020 mode, and we're gonna finish this challenge. I can't lie, I'm pretty scared, but we'll see. Now this video is going to be a bit different from the previous 3 guides. FNAF 2's 420 strategy is the exact same as just playing the normal game perfectly. And since FNAF 4 literally explains how to play with text boxes across the screen, I won't be covering the basic mechanics of this game, instead going directly into how the game works. With that being said, how does FNAF 4 work? FNAF 4 is most similar to the first game in its mechanics. If you haven't seen my video on that game where I talk about the movement opportunity system, I strongly encourage you to watch it, since it's the basis for almost every animatronics movement in this game. In short, the movement opportunity system is based on time intervals for every animatronic. When one of these time intervals passes, the set AI value of the animatronic determines whether they will move or not. Higher AI levels meaning a higher chance to move. This is what makes later nights more difficult. Since there's only 5 animatronics in this game, I'll go over how each one works separately. This is the map of the FNAF 4 house. Credit to It's Taken for this image. If you want to learn more specifically about how this game works, his video and Reddit posts were a great resource for this guide. Link will be in the description below. The map is split up into the living room, right and left halls, the bedroom, and the kitchen. I'll use this map to show the movement patterns of all the animatronics. To start off, Bonnie and Chica return as your simple left and right door animatronics. They both have an interval of 5 seconds in order to determine their movement times, with an AI value and 20 chance to move. They first start out in the center of the living room and will then move to either corner of the living room. From here, there's a 50% chance that they'll move back a move. In Bonnie's case, this is to the center of the living room. In Chica's case, this is moving into the kitchen. If they instead choose to enter your hallway from the living room center, you'll hear very quiet footsteps, and if you flash the hallway, you'll see them peek around the corner. Then, they'll return to the center of the living room to repeat the process. If they move past the far hall and arrive at your door, you'll hear louder footsteps from whatever side the animatronic is approaching from.
Oh, okay. I swear I heard that. Oh no.
When you run up to the door, you'll have to listen for this breathing sound.
How are you supposed to hear that, bro? Chat, look, listen.
Have to listen for this breathing sound. Personally, I don't think it sounds like breathing at all, but that's what the game calls it, so we're just gonna roll with that. When you hear this breathing, close the door until you hear footsteps leaving the door, and Bonnie or Chica will be sent back to their corner of the living room. And Bonnie or Chica will be sent back to their corner of the living room. If you instead flash the flashlight when they're right outside your door, they'll jump scare you. A few things to note. When all of their regular movements are based on 5-second intervals, Bonnie and Chica will wait on a closed door on 3-second intervals. If they're outside your door waiting for 20 minus the night number seconds, they'll jump scare you next time you look at the bed. Lastly, if you think that you hear breathing, but there actually isn't any, and you close the door on accident, Bonnie or Chica will then be teleported to your door. They won't leave until you open the door and close it again. So if you're unsure whether or not you heard breathing, close the door, then open it, and then close it for another 3 seconds to ensure the best chance of survival. With Bonnie and Chica now...
Oh! So, here's probably what happened. I thought it was breathing, and then Chica teleported, and I got jump scared. That's so dumb. Why can't they just teleport, bro? That's probably what happened. I thought it was breathing, and Chica, I closed the door. Chica teleported. I flashed my light. I got jump scared. That's why I died.
Close it again. Bonnie or Chica, 20 minus the night number seconds, they'll jump scare you next time you look at the bed. Lastly, if you think that you hear breathing, but there actually isn't any, and you close the door on accident, Bonnie or Chica will then be teleported to your door. They won't leave until you open the door and close it again. Bonnie or Chica will then be teleported breathing, but there actually isn't any, and you close the door on accident. Bonnie or Chica will then be teleported to your door. They won't leave until you open the door and close it again. So if you're unsure whether or not you heard breathing, close the door, then open it, and then close it for another 3 seconds to ensure the best chance of survival. With Bonnie and Chica now covered, we can move on to Foxy. Foxy works a bit differently here than in the other games. He actually has two phases to his gameplay. Unlike starting in Pirate's Cove in FNAF 1, he actually starts in the center living room like Bonnie and Chica, and will then try and move into your closet. Like Bonnie and Chica, Foxy has an interval time of 5 seconds with an AI value and 10 chance to move. Starting in the center of the living room, he has a 50-50 chance to move to either corner. Once he's in a corner, he has a 90% chance to move to the opposite corner, and a 10% chance to move into that side's far hallway. He'll make this sound when moving into the left hallway, and this sound when moving into the right hallway. I found this out a bit later, but these are actually the same sounds that Fredbear and Nightmare make, but switching the hallways and changing the pitch a bit. These sounds like slightly vary in speed, but if you have headphones on, it'll pan to whatever side they're coming from. If you manage to flash Foxy when he moves into a hallway, his movement opportunity will... If you manage to flash...
Well, Foxy looks so ugly.
Foxy when he moves into a hallway, his movement opportunity will fail and he'll be forced back to the center of the living room. If you run to a door opposite the hall that Foxy is in,
I didn't know it was Foxy.
Then he'll just run right into your closet. Once he enters your closet, his gameplay shifts, moving into phase 2. He acts very similar to Nightmare Freddy. Foxy has a progress meter that ranges from 1 to 10. Every second that the closet door is closed, his progress is decreased by 1. When he's at progress 0 to 1, he'll be a little plush, then at progress 2 to 3, he'll stand up, he crouches at progress 4 to 5, and then peeks out at progress 6 to 10. When his progress has reached 10, he'll jump out and then jump scare you the next time you look at the bed. Generally, you want to keep Foxy out of your closet for as long as possible, as him being in your closet makes the timing of the rest of the animatronics much more strict, but we'll get more into that in the strategy segment. Compared to the rest of the animatronics in this game, Freddy is by far the simplest. He has no movement, instead acting as a looming threat behind you on your bed. His interval is 4 seconds, but instead of moving, he'll add his AI level to his progress meter on that 4-second interval. Ranging from 0 to 80, this progress bar can be segmented at levels 10, 20, 30, 60, and 80. At level 10, 1 fretle will appear on the bed, 20 at 2 frettles, and 30 at 3 frettles. These frettles will get audibly louder as more appear. Once Nightmare Freddy's progress reaches 60, the next time you flash the bed or at the next 4-second interval, he'll jump scare you. Once the progress reaches 80, he will jump scare you no matter where you are. Flashing the light on the bed will decrease Freddy's progress by 20 every second. Generally, you always want to flash the bed until all the frettles are gone, as it takes very little time to actually get rid of the frettles. With the core 4 animatronics explained, there's one last animatronic that we have to talk about. Being known as the final boss of this game, Fredbear and I guess Nightmare 2 is a combination of all the previous animatronics put into one. Starting with Fredbear, his interval time is 3 seconds. He'll start in the center of the living room and then can move to either corner. Audio cues are the only indication of dealing with him, so listen very carefully. When Fredbear moves to the right, he'll make this sound. When he moves to the left, he'll make this sound. After he decides on a corner, he'll move silently to the hall. Once he's in the hall, Fredbear doesn't move to your door and makes no breathing sounds. Once you've confirmed what side he's on, whether that be through flashing the light or just hearing his footsteps stop, closing the door until the next 3-second interval passes will result in him being spawned back into the opposite corner of the living room. If you aren't able to locate where he is, he will jump scare you. On night 5 and 6, you have 15 seconds, and for Nightmare on nights 7 and 8, you have 10 and 8 seconds respectively. However, they don't just approach your room from your halls. When you hear this laugh,
What is that?
it means that Fredbear is teleported into your bed or closet. However, they also have the option to do a fake laugh. If you hear footsteps running to either side of the living room around the time of a laugh, then it was a fake laugh, and they're still in one of your halls. As we'll see later, this can become very problematic. No! In the case that they're in your bed or closet, flashing the light on the bed for 2 seconds will cause them to teleport back to your living room. Closing the closet door for 4 seconds will result in them teleporting back to the living room. In the case of at the living room around the time of a laugh, then it was a fake laugh, and they're still in one of your halls. As we'll see later, this can become very problematic. No! In the case that they're in your bed or closet, flashing the light on the bed for 2 seconds will cause them to teleport back to your living room. Closing the closet door for 4 seconds will result in them teleporting back to the living room as well. That's all for their mechanics. Something else to note is that on nights 6, 7, and 8, they will all spawn in at 4 AM, always. So it's good to adjust accordingly for the transition of normal gameplay then into Fredbear Nightmare gameplay. With the knowledge of how this game works, we can now move on to the strategy portion of this video. Like the FNAF 3 video, I'll first explain the strategy, then go over my successful run with commentary as an example. Before opening the night, the live split timer makes a return. We aren't going to be tracking any intervals in this game, but it's important to know exactly when the game is going to switch from normal gameplay to Nightmare gameplay. Each night is exactly 6 minutes long, so at 4 minutes, Nightmare will appear. Like I said in the beginning of this video, the strategy isn't that much different from playing the normal nights perfectly, but there are a few things to note that are different from normal gameplay. First, since Bonnie and Chica are on 20 AI, they move very fast. Sometimes they can even move back to your door after you've already cleared them by closing it. To combat this, after you've cleared them from your door, you want to open the door again for about 3 seconds, then listen for breathing again. If you hear no breathing throughout those 3 seconds, then you can flash the flashlight. This will ensure that you're never going to die to Bonnie and Chica, but makes the other animatronics timings much more strict. Knowing this, it's extremely important to keep Foxy out of the closet for as long as you can. If you hear him go into one hallway, try and flash him in that hallway unless it's
okay, so, wait, let's listen to that again. We want to, if you hear breathing, close the door. Open the door, this is for breathing again. Close the door for 3 seconds. And then slime. Then shine.
We're gonna die to Bonnie and Chica, but makes the other animatronics timings much more strict. Knowing this, it's extremely important to keep Foxy out of the closet for as long as you can. If you hear him go into one hallway, try and flash him in that hallway unless it's absolutely necessary that you go to the other door. In order to not get caught off guard by Foxy, we wait in the center of the room for a bit after checking on Bonnie and Chica, making sure to listen for any Foxy movements, then going to flash that hallway. Got his ass. Remember that Bonnie and Chica wait at your door for 12 seconds before jump scaring you, so you should have enough time to wait for any Foxy movements. After you've successfully flashed Foxy, feel free to go and check the other door as fast as possible. He won't have enough time to run into the opposite hallway. Assuming that Foxy does catch you off guard and then makes it into your closet, don't give up because the run is not over yet. If you're close enough to 4 AM, you can just stall out in the closet like I did in this run. If you aren't close to the transition in gameplay, then your priorities will need to shift a bit. You always want to be moving as fast as possible, and only dealing with Nightmare Freddy after checking both doors and the closet. Foxy will be around roughly 6 progress right as he gets in, so checking the closet as soon as possible is extremely important. Don't worry about flashing the closet to check what stage Foxy is in. With this high of an AI level, always spend 6 seconds with the closet door shut, then run back. Flashing the light will only waste time. When Foxy is in your closet, you may need to change how you deal with Bonnie and Chica. If you wait an extra 3 seconds on both doors to see if they run back, Foxy will kill you. Of course, this assumes that they're both at your doors, so you may need to gamble on RNG a bit and hope they don't run back to your doors. Assuming you make it to 4 AM, it's time to deal with Nightmare. First, try to stay calm. It's really easy for nerves to get the better of you when facing Nightmare. Try not to hesitate, as there is very little margin for error in this section. When you hear Nightmare running from side to side, wait until his footsteps stop. The last side you heard him in will be the hall that he's located in. Don't bother using the flashlight to confirm that he's there. This causes him to approach and will likely end in him jump scaring you. Instead, just immediately close the door and wait until you hear footsteps again. Unfortunately, Nightmare's gameplay isn't just the halls. The bed and closet are likely going to result in a majority of losses to Nightmare. Like I mentioned earlier, a laugh indicates that Nightmare is teleported to the bed or closet. However, Nightmare has the option to do a fake laugh, and this is where problems arise. You want to determine if a laugh was fake or not as fast as possible, since Nightmare will jump scare you after about 8 seconds of not finding him. If you hear footsteps immediately after Nightmare laughs, then it was a fake laugh, and you still have to pinpoint what door he's at. You can also use the flash after Nightmare laughs, then it was a fake laugh, and you still have to pinpoint what door. If you hear footsteps immediately after Nightmare laughs, then it was a fake laugh, and you still have to pinpoint what door he's at. You can also use the flashlight to confirm if he's in a hallway, and if he's not there and you don't hear any footsteps, he's in your bed or closet. There's no way to tell which one he's in, so check the bed first. If he's not in the bed, don't bother flashing the closet. Just run up and close the doors immediately. That's all for countering Nightmare. If you can survive Nightmare for 2 minutes, the FNAF 4 420 challenge is complete. When I was attempting this challenge, I found Nightmare to easily be the most difficult part. I failed within 10 seconds of winning 3 times. No!
Nightmare's a bit.
What? With one time literally being 0.7 seconds away from victory.
Wait, how did you die when you closed the door?
3 times. No!
How did you die when you closed the door?
What? With one time literally being 0.7 seconds away from victory.
Uh-oh.
No! That was 1 second. That was 1 second. 1 second away. Once again, staying calm and not letting the pressure get to you is going to be key when facing Nightmare. With that being said, and to help understand this strategy a bit better, here's my successful commentated run of Night 8. I'll be slowing down or speeding up the footage whenever I think it's needed. Foxy's arm. Here, I heard a Foxy movement going to the right, meaning I should check the right door. I think he left the hall after I finished dealing with Chica, since we didn't see him with the flashlight. Right. Here we use the tactic of waiting before flashing the light, just to make sure that Bonnie doesn't run back to the door and jump scare us. Here we use the Here we use the tactic of waiting before flashing the light, just to make sure that Bonnie doesn't run back to the door and jump scare us. Here we wait in the center to identify any possible Foxy movements. There's hell of noises going on over there. I know. I just heard Foxy move to the left, so the next door I check is going to be the left door. As you can see, we were able to catch Foxy here. Got his ass.
Got that. Holy Freddy's act.
Here we catch Foxy immediately, so I'm not going to wait at all in the center and just run straight to the right door. I hear Foxy running to the left hall as I'm leaving the left door, knowing that if I go to the right door he'll get in, so I dash back to the left door in order to flash Foxy. Got his ass. Bitch. Here I hoped for good RNG in that Chica wouldn't run back to the door to jump scare me. I knew that since I had to check the left door twice in order to deal with Foxy, Nightmare Freddy had been left unchecked for quite some time, so I decided to gamble and not wait for a second breathing sound before flashing.
Oh, so I got bad RNG then. That means I got bad RNG. That's how I got.
Unfortunately, I went to the wrong door here and Foxy got in. I started to panic for a bit, but looked at the time and realized that we only have 13 seconds until Nightmare shows up. The only animatronic that can kill me in 13 seconds is Nightmare Foxy, so I decided to camp the closet until 4 AM. Fuck, dude, fuck. I'm just gonna camp. 4, 6, 7. Okay. Nightmare's footsteps stop here, so I know he's at the left door. We don't use the flashlight to confirm, since the 2020 mode timing on Nightmare is so strict. I just heard a laugh, so I quickly flashed the hallway to confirm that the laugh wasn't fake. I also didn't hear any footsteps right after the laugh, so I go and check the bed in the closet.
Right. Oh wait, oh my god. I would die.
Same concept as last time, checking the hallway to confirm the laugh isn't fake, then listening and not hearing any footsteps. I actually ended up getting very lucky in this run, and then I didn't get any fake laughs.
Oh my god.
Bro, I'm about to... Thank God, boys. We're done. We're done. Oh man. I'm sure this series will come back at some point in the future for some challenge. Of course, there still is Ultimate Custom Night.
Alright, wait. Let's look up let's look up FNF 4 Night FNF 4 no commentary. And let's look at how bad Night 2 was. Let's watch this guy. Wait, I've watched it before? Okay, Night 2. Let's see how bad Night 2 is. Let's see how bad it is. Is it good or is it horrible? Okay, so that means Fox is in this night. Yeah. Briefing. Oh. Bro, he's gone. Briefing, yep. Oh, he almost died. That was bad. Don't do that. That was bad. Alright, no breathing. Where's Fox? I thought Fox. Okay, Chica's at the pots and pans. Chica's not there, yeah. I heard her pots and pans. So that means Chica's in the kitchen. I don't hear breathing. Is he getting lucky? There's not much animatronics. Heard Bonnie. I heard Bonnie. I literally heard Bonnie. I heard Bonnie. Yeah, that's creepy. So you don't. So when you're sure someone's like gone, you don't check the creepy. All right. So like you don't like you don't shine the flashlight immediately. All right. That's probably why I died. From that, most of the FNAF 4 possible about this 4 is like, what? Yeah? Huh? Okay. Wait, how long did he hold the door for? I heard breathing. He held the door for like. He held the door for a long time. Time for his action, really. No breathing, yep. We got 52 views. Breathing, yep. Makale. This night does not seem that bad, actually. Can you play the game? Alright, I will. Now, after this, I'll play. I'm just way too scared, bro. Alright, okay, we can play. We can play, chat. Oh my god. Chat, is the resolution for this fun? Wait. Alright, let's go. Wait, and if I go on full screen, what happens? We'll see what happens when I go on full screen. Oh yeah, it messes up when I go on full screen. Alright, yeah. Alright. That's it, baby. Oh shit. Ah. It lagged. It literally lagged. Heard that. So good. I'm fine. Where was the briefings? There was no briefing. There was no briefing. I promise you there was no briefings. Bro, what? There was literally no briefings. This game is telling lies, bro. There was no briefing. I was doing so fucking good, and there was just a game. Or like a footstep, but that was not real. Unless he just walked to my door. Oh, so what? So I think I know what happened. He walked to my door when he wasn't there, and I guess I took too long to flash my light. So as I was going to check if he wasn't there, he walked to my door, and I died because I heard the footstep. There was literally no breathing, by the way. Had literally replay streaming, it was their breathing. What the fuck? Let's do a batch killer giveaway. Let's do a batch killer giveaway. Hi. Alright. Yeah, hi. Let's just click on stream. We'll try to be it tomorrow, Chad. We'll try to be it tomorrow. Well, how do I change the title? Let me change the title of stream real quick. Alright, boys, new game name, but hop on Midnight Disasters. It was updated 38 seconds. Who's on Roblox video? Oh yeah, did you see Skibidi Austin became a batch killer? Right here, chat. Skibidi Austin became a batch killer and all that. Let's see. Who's on studio? It's Mr. Cat. Mr. Fat as fuck. Belga Cluck is fat as fuck. Still plays on the game. He is not the same. Alright, alright, hop on. Oh yes, Tapa, sorry that I left during that one giveaway. Yeah, it's fine. Damn, bro, the game's that boring now. Why am I getting pinged? Bro, shut the fuck up. Ah. What a game, bro. Stop!
Stop! I'd give my right hemisphere for a few hours of sleep.
Are we having fun yet?
I am pain is cupcake. I will eat pain is cupcake. I will eat you.
Stop! Mango, 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 putaria.
Alright, well. Alright, bro, some idiots like didn't. Where's Fart Guy? Wait, where's Fart Guy? No, Fart! No. Where the fuck did Fart go? Oh my god. Alright. Dude, the April Fool's event's already done. Alright. Wave 5 is the hardest wave, by the way. Yeah. I don't know why King Ice did not spawn. He spawned during testing. Let me check event right now, bro. He spawned during. He literally spawned, and now apparently he doesn't. That's not supposed to happen, bro. That's actually not supposed to happen. You can't. What? Randomly. Why? 94 Independence Day on my birthday. Under 13, 14, 5%.
Stop! Stop!
So fucking mad that happened.